Alright, so one more wisdom from the Rebbe for today. So in this week's parsha we have the first 7 of the 10 plagues which Hashem brought in order to punish the Mitzrayim in Egypt. Now there's 2 general reasons explained for why Hashem wanted to bring these makos onto the Egyptians. One explanation is because Pari originally said, I don't know who God is, I'm not going to send out the Jewish people, I don't recognize Hashem. So Hashem said, you know what, you don't recognize me? Hashem brought these makos in order that Pari knows good and well exactly who Hashem is. And the second idea of why Hashem brought these makos is in order to punish the Mitzrayim. As we find by the Bris Bein Abasarim that Hashem promised Avram Avinu that after the people are enslaved to this other nation, I'm going to judge that nation, I'm going to punish them before the Jewish people go out with the big wealth. So that's the second idea of the fact that they were receiving the makos is in order to punish the Mitzrayim for all of their things. This is also the 2 reasons why Hashem had to harden Pari's heart later on. As seemingly, why did he harden his heart? That it wouldn't be coming from Pari. But like the Rambam explains, one reason is because he wanted to, in order to punish them, as they didn't yet receive their full punishment after any of the individual makos. So Hashem had to harden his heart to make sure that he doesn't let the Jewish people go, so they would receive their full punishment. But others explained that the point was that they still didn't believe in Hashem even after an individual makkah. So Hashem had to harden their heart to make sure there's another makkah, so they'd come to recognize Hashem even more. That's all 2 explanations which work together, as the point of punishing them more was so that they would come to recognize Hashem more. But the Rashi seems to give a different explanation. And Rashi says, why did Hashem punish the nations of the world? Why did Hashem punish the Mitzrayim? Was so the Jewish people would see and they would take a lesson in their own life and start serving Hashem better. Now seemingly, what's Rashi adding? Why does Rashi have to come to this idea that it was for the Jews and not for the Egyptians? But rather the reason why is because we know that the whole world was created for the sake of the Jewish people and the sake of the Torah. And therefore anything which happens in the world must be a lesson for a Jewish person to take in his learning of Torah in order to increase in his connection to Hashem. And this is the idea over here as well, that the reason why the makos came, even though it seemed to be the makos for the Egyptians, something nothing to do with us, really ultimately was for the Jewish people to be able to add in their service of Hashem. And the same is true these days. Even when the nations of the world are all afraid, there's things that are happening, people go crazy, they're worried. A Jew has to know that it's just a reason to increase in your emunah on Hashem. Trust in Hashem, strengthen your learning of Torah, your observance of mitzvahs, and that will be the proper revelation and the proper preparation in order that we should finally be able to see Mashiach with our own physical eyes, may it be right now. L'chaim, l'chaim.